So this is my female guppy tank. The plants are doing really well actually. I do keep a lot of things in here because I also have my pea puffer, and I don't know if he'll let me film him. I do know it's a male. He's a little bit skittish. He doesn't see many people here. It is huge. Hello. I just put some snails in for him so he can tell the instant I do that. So he's going to the place where I usually drop them in. So most of these females in here had been sick at some point and recovered, and some males ended up being in here, babies that were born, and it survived. I wasn't that happy about that, but because I had a lot of sick fish in here over the time, I didn't want to move them to other tanks, although I do have some beautiful males in here. So it's mostly my pea puffer. I put off having pea puffers for a long time because people turn around and say they're difficult to keep, they're sort of like, they don't get on with the fish. Well, the most difficult thing I find about keeping a pea puffer is trying to find snails. Now, it's not that I haven't got a lot of snails in my other tanks. I do. But it's having to catch them every morning. I feel so mean having to catch. Oh, there he is. He just got one. I don't know if you saw that. But he just found a snail. That is my most difficult thing. He's a beautiful fish. He gets on quite well with all the guppies. He doesn't seem to bother. He knows his time. When I feed the guppies on a morning, he will hide at the back of the tank. So I don't feed him then. And then once they've calmed down, I'll then feed him. So they can be a bit boisterous, and although he's quite a big fish now, he's not that tiny little fish I brought home, he still gets knocked about by some of the bigger females, and he's learned that they've got no interest in his snails, so he does tolerate them. You know, for long as they're nowhere near his snail, he's fine. So I would say, you know, if you get a small enough pea puffer, they should be able to fit in any tank. I do believe that maybe he might eat the odd guppy fry. I'm not sure because I have a female in here that eats a lot of the fry, but he's a lovely fish. I'm so pleased. He's grown so big. He's so fat. He is actually a lovely fish. He will be moving into a different tank at some point. I'm getting rid of this tank here and putting my 5 gallon here. I'm putting the 10 gallon into the front room. So he'll probably go in that one. I do love this male. So anyway, I wouldn't put off buying a fish, as long as you've got somewhere to put them if there's a problem. You never know. I think that they make a good community fish as long as they're in a 10 gallon tank and they have plenty of places to hide, plenty of places to look for their snails, everything. He's absolutely fine in this tank, and I wish I'd got him sooner, really. He sits back there a lot because that's why I throw the snails in. He seems to be able to find them no matter what. So I can't breed snails in here for him because he would just eat them all. I have to put them in every morning.